Uh, we're live. Soka,
Hello there.
it's that time again, I guess.
You didn't say General Kenobi. Missed opportunity, man.
Hmm. Get that nerd shit out of here. We have important business. Very
Well, that
important business.
okay. I guess.
Now, have you ever heard of Jessica Yaniv?
Nope, never heard of it.
May I read you an excerpt?
Go ahead. That'll be fun.
This is from the great people over at the Kiwi forums. Or the Kawaii farms, whatever you want to call them.
The
Jonathan
base.
Gill Jonathan Gillianeve, born in 12th of June 1987, is a man from Surrey, BC, who says he's a tranny but makes no effort to look anything other than a fat incel. Here,
Dang.
have a visual aid. Or visual aids, whichever one you prefer.
Oh no, not AIDS.
Super aids.
Jared's AIDS.
When incel Jonathan was studying in comp sci at Qualton Polytechnic University, he tried to create a national sex day in 2008. Jonathan's idea was that with 1 million people taking part, he could at least lose his spurginity. Jonathan,
Bird. What?
because he's a spurg.
Oh, I get it. I thought that was something he actually said. Kind of like a quickism.
Jonathan throned out around 2017 by changing his name to Jessica Yaniv. He says he joined the woman's gym to get away from the filthy immigrants and is apparently racist as fuck, despite being a minority. He's a Jew.
Yeah, remember, kids, anyone can be racist.
Let's take a care. Please read this for me.
Um,
It's
could
loading.
you pull it up?
I'm pulling it up.
Okay, go.
Okay, I pull up. Part of the after party.
To the after party.
Copyright strike for singing too well.
I can't sing, but anyway. How do I
No,
explain this?
he sounds like a nasally Jew. He sounds like a nasally Jew. Uh, like
I don't think I can do that voice. But I'll read it. How do I explain this without getting banned
sound like
on this group?
Can you sound
Sounding
like a
like a
complete
race.
incel without sounding like Christian?
How do I explain this without getting banned on this group and sounding like a racist? We have a lot of immigrants here who God can judge exactly the cleanest people. Sounds like a real winner. They're also verbally and physically abusive. How would you know that? And that's one main reason why I joined this gym, because I don't want issues with these people. Nor do I want anything to do with them in any way, shape, or form.
You sound like Lumpy Space Princess, and I love it.
Oh god.
I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. More, Soka.
I lie about shit. I'll do anything to support their own kind. Putting it like that sounds really messed up. And make things miserable for everyone. Just the women who join these clubs because they have to be in gym clothes. So because they're not there and never will be, it's a safe place for me. Just
Oh,
this dude.
There's a lot of more shit, but let's skip slightly over it.
Yep. That's a lot to unpack. Might as well burn the suitcase.
Yeah, might as well. Um, Today I joined the girls only gym, and well, I really want to fit in there, but you know, it's not always that easy. I really wanted to see me as another one of the girls. Any tips on how to fit in? Do you suggest doing makeup to go in there for a workout? How do I not sweat off all of my makeup? Tips, products, advice. By the way, you guys can add me if you want to talk to me privately about this. And I love new friends.
I'm
Here,
amazed this guy has friends.
Here, appearance is everything. That's the problem. People are all judged in this city. When Jonathan actually went to the gym, he was super disappointed that there weren't more hot naked chicks getting changed.
Of
Oh
course.
god,
Of course.
so much. So it didn't take long for Jonathan to start asking how to bond over menstrual products and asking if you could
Ugh.
see the tampon strings in the vagine in the changing
Ah.
rooms. Soon the topic turned how to offer a 10-year-old girl tampons.
Oh, no! I don't want to hear about that. Oh, no one wants to hear about that.
Jonathan is said to have been blocked from over 60 Facebook makeup forums for his creepy weirdo shit. With
Gee, I wonder why.
In March 2018, Jonathan contacted 18 female waxers who advertised bikini waxes and asked them to wax his she penis and balls, saying that he was a woman, when 15 out of the 18 said, "Ew, that's fucking gross." Hello? 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 Hi, so now you're a female? Yes. Okay, when do you want to come? I still have male genitals though, is that okay? I haven't had surgery. No. Why is that not okay? I'm a female. Jonathan filed lawsuits against all 15 under Kanukistan Human Rights Commission laws for over 2,500 apiece. Because Canada, Jonathan got to remain anonymous in his human rights lawsuit. However, one of Jonathan's victims looked him up on the internet and found that his shitty internet consultancy firm, JY Knows It, profiled him publicly out as a troon. They also found some of Jonathan's creepy social media caps, so they failed to cancel Jonathan's anonymity. In response, Jonathan dropped that one lawsuit but left the other 14. Kinda retarded. Hints at Jonathan's depravity came out in an article in The Economist where he was identified as JY. This triggered internet turfs who outed him shortly afterwards in this gender trender profile. Jonathan has created articles about himself on Wikipedia a bunch of times using 3 different sock accounts, but they were all deleted because he's a non-entity and his 1,000k tweet 100k tweet Twitter followers are fake. And his website, Trusted Nerd, is just a scam for Jonathan to get free shit and put out press releases on behalf of Bitcoin scammers. I would not be surprised if this guy is involved in NFT.
He probably did make some NFTs and or buy some.
Anyways, Jonathan believes that the Canadian Federation of Students is a cult and added this to their wiki entry. Let me see. I want to see the Canadian Federation of Students is the largest students' unions organization in Canada, founded in 1981. The CFS has a mandate to work for highly quality, accessible post-secondary education at the federal level and provincial levels. It has a membership of over 500,000 full-time and part-time students from 80 colleges and university students. Unions across the country. Anyways, let's see the Yaniv version. The Canadian Federation of Students, under quotes, is the largest cult in Canada, founded in 1981, the CFS has mandate to work for highly quality, yeah right, accessible post-secondary educations at the federal level, provincial levels. It has a membership of over 500k full-time and part-time students who want to leave, such as Quality University College and Simon Fraser University, from 80 college and university student unions across the country. Why the fuck did he put that?
God only knows.
Just fucking trying to start bullshit, okay? Jonathan identified as a PR manager for Trenny singer Chelsko. Who the fuck is that? Never heard of that.
Nope. Not in this lifetime, friend.
I'm just gonna send you a picture real quick. We need evidence, you know?
Okay.
Evidence. All the proof is good proof. Let's fucking go. Anyways, he claimed to be the singer's manager. Why? I don't fucking know why. I never heard of her. In June 2017, Jonathan told Chelsko that Chelsko would not be allowed to use the ladies' changing room at the BC water park because transphobia. However, the water park said that this was a fucking lie, and that trannies are perfectly welcome to unrobe their she-peni in the ladies' room. So presumably, Jonathan made this shit up. Subsequent developments since the OP. These developments since the OP, January 12th of 2019, were ceased in threads. Legal developments. Jonathan being a pervert and or pedophile. Jonathan involvement with a teen girl band called Simorelli to be creepy, pedophilic, and obnoxious towards the girls, all aged around 11.
Oh, fuck no. Ugh.
He tried to sue a woman because her baby kicked his seat on a plane.
Dude.
Posting porn in order to try and become admin of a teen band's Facebook and get closer to their underage followers. Jonathan stalks young teenagers, asks them with perverted questions about tampons and menstruation.
Sounds like something Onision would do.
Yep.
This is a neckbeard Onision we're dealing with. Ugh. Jesus.
Oh god. He also wants to know if he can bond with naked 10-year-old girls about period stuff and wonders if he can help girls and wonders if he can help girls insert tampons.
No! Please, no.
Oh god, this is beautiful. So much horror. Anyways, let me get some more shit because I know there was some pedophilia shit.
God help me.
Well, God is dead. We killed him. Oh, he changed his name to Jessica Simpson.
He don't look like no Jessica.
He looked like a bitch. Oh, Yaniv was arrested at the Langley RCMP detachment on August 8, 2019, after displaying a taser in a live-stream YouTube video. He had been debating with a fellow YouTube Blair White when he allegedly displayed a prohibited weapon. Commenting on the case, the police noticed that the weapon was not directed at anyone. When the police raided his home, they seized 2 conducted electric weapons. Yaniv appeared in Surrey Provincial Court on January 13 to face weapons charges. According to Matthew Klaxlock in the Aldergrove Star, the Surrey Court Registry indicates Yaniv was found guilty of a charge of possession of a prohibited weapon and sentenced to a conditional discharge. She received probation and she's not allowed to have firearms, basically.
Yeah, I don't trust that fucker with any kind of weapon. Hell, I don't trust him with a butter knife. Like, I don't plan on having kids anytime soon, but if I did, I sure as hell wouldn't let people like this anywhere near them. That's just common sense. You good?
What? What the fuck is wrong with this? Apparently they're going to jail. Let me see if they're gonna actually serve
Ah, good.
jail. Hmm. This one is from 2020. This one, yeah. Okay. He was sentenced to jail for assaulting a reporter with a cane.
Idiot.
It didn't last much. Next year he got released, and Jonathan Yaniv, on December 30th, uh, a warrant was out for the arrest of Yaniv. We have since confirmed that while the rest of us were bringing in the new year, Yaniv spent New Year's Day being arrested on three new charges. Yaniv, who is probably best known for identifying as a transgender woman, sees nothing wrong with filling human rights suits against female statisticians who refuse to handle and shave Yaniv's male genitalia. However, Yaniv also has a story of violence, including assault of two Rebel News colleagues. Shit, fuck. Yaniv's story of being a danger to others includes assaulting Kian Bagsta with a punch to the head, and another colleague, David Menzies, with a whack by a cane. According to Corporal Holyland, the warrant that was issued for Yaniv was executed January 1st. The warrant was unendorsed, and that Simpson was released on an undertaking with conditions. Like, what the fuck? There's shit's been quiet on her. Or her, him, what the fuck? I just flip.
It. Just call it it.
News has been quiet on it.
Yeah, that cretin, that's definitely an it in my eyes. People like this that
Oh,
make
he's a Trump
trans folks
supporter.
look bad.
He's a Trump supporter.
Hmm. I don't really care about that. Whatever political candidate you support, I don't give a shit. It's not my business.
What else? What other updates we have? Q Farms did an amazing job, but I feel like this thing is really short. Where can I filter for recent? The last 2 months. Let's just do that.
Yeah, as I said, people like this make other trans folks look bad.
Yes.
So for that, this sucks.
Yaniv filed over a dozen complaints against female aestheticians in March-April 2018, getting a publication ban claiming that he did not want to be outed as a trans woman. The ban was granted by Devin Conasu, who acts as a judge for the Human Rights Tribunal cases, this meaning that on all documents Yaniv's name would be censored, represented either by X or JY, accordingly. Information connecting the various complaints was difficult to attain, and journalists who were aware of the issue were unwilling to report on it. The actual legality of reporting on the case while under a publication ban is not known. But in April of 2018, members of a Facebook makeup group outed screenshots of text conversations with Yaniv had with members referencing viewing tampon strings in women's at the. Oh god, that's disgusting.
Why? That's why.
Oh god. Just fucking racism, things that I cannot say on the stream. What on July 6th of 2019, a woman named Sharika Soul brought a strange event advertising 12 plus all bodies to swim to the attention of Twitter. The catch: toplessness encouraged, but no parents or guardians allowed.
What the fuck?
Uncontent with only compelling the Canadian government to force women to fondle main genitalia, Jessica Yaniv had now discovered a new life calling in this post, taking the lead in reinstating the 12 plus all body swim, but this time removing the advertised age cap of 24 in favor of no upward limit. That's right, still no parents allowed, but plenty of jailbait splashing around with adults of any age.
Yeah, that's very sus.
Jenica Yaniv felt so strongly about this event, continuing that he even brought a petition in front of the Langley City Council. What? To attempt to raise support for his parent-free child ogling opportunity. They have yet to hear the petition, instead opting to push back his scheduled presentation indefinitely. That is just beautiful. Oh, look, it's Noel. I like Noel.
Hello, Noel. I don't know why I said hello to him. He's not gonna watch this. Or maybe he will. Who
Oh
knows?
god, no. He pulled a Christian.
In what way? Because that can mean anything these days.
Instead of binaural beats, I'm just gonna. Viewer discretion.
Just tell me, man.
No. You're gonna suffer.
Okay.
I suffered. You need to suffer too.
Alright, what do I need to look at on
Not
this sent?
I just sent a new one. It's called Not Safe for Life.
Oh, you accidentally sent the Instagram one again. There we go. Alright, it's loading. That's Safe for Life.
Did you open it?
I didn't need to see that.
I need to drink more.
Maybe I should start drinking.
Yeah, do it. Join me. Chug jug with me.
We are not pro Fortnite gamers.
We're gonna be pro Fortnite gamers. Okay.
I didn't need it.
How about we finish up with... How long has this been going for? This has been going for 24 minutes. That's been really short. How about we move on to another volcow? This is gonna be beautiful.
I've been looking to study more lolcows for a while. I just didn't know where to start.
Okay, let's start off with
At least this is educational.
Let's start with one of my favorite posts, because I read this one and it is the best. Like, my god, I read this a while ago and it's just so good. The guy who wrote this, please go fucking give him an award. Anyways, Tommy Tudor. Have you ever heard of him?
Sorry, could you repeat that? My headset was quite low for some reason.
Tommy Tudor. The
Nope,
dog
haven't heard of them.
abusing, trash eating, pedo, neo-Nazi, fake tranny, first wave incel, hounded YouTuber to suicide.
Sounds like a character.
Okay. Tom Wasserberg is an ancient faggot and formerly homeless busker from Chicago, now living in a roach-infested hotel in Tucson, Arizona. He pretends to be a transgendered lesbian woman in order to avoid criticism for his abhorrent behavior on and offline. By his own admission, he's an unrepentant child molester. He has sexually and physically abused dogs and regularly eats garbage from local areas in the 111-degree heat. He has been shot at least once in the spleen for trespassing while dumpster diving for ho-hos. When not crying to his mental health handlers about the government, he spends most of his time begging for cash in the streets, smoking weed, scamming people out of their money by selling low-quality rock jewelry, and shitposting on the internet.
Sounds like a winner.
Tom is an exceptionally disgusting mixed breed of horror cow and schizo cow, specifically for one reason. He's not sorry for anything he's done. No matter how insane the reasoning, no matter how vile the act, Tom has always had a warped justification for what he's done. There's no middle ground with Tom. If you are not with him, you are actively against him. Anything that doesn't fit his narrative is an obvious lie perpetrated by a cult of individuals who stalk him around the web, who simultaneously work for the United States government, FBI, DEA, NSA, CIA, and numerous international drug cartels. Unsurprisingly, much like all other elderly homeless people who suffer from dementia, he will frequently turn to these same authorities for assistance, who he believes also stalk him. Some of the following events you are about to read are disturbing, but make no mistake, they are all documented and true.
Yeah, this ought to be interesting, to say the least. Eh?
I need more drink. I'm not gonna handle this sober.
I don't blame you.
Last time I needed the fucking bottle of vodka. I have no vodka. I have none. Let me light a cigarette, take a sip of my Jameson, and let's go.
Well, if you die on this stream, I guess I'll know why.
I love dying. Let's go.
Jesus, that got dark.
Fucking lighter.
And you're sure you're gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Tom is an exceptionally, okay. In all interactions with Tom online, eventually the conversation orbits back to the single most important event in his life. The time he attempted to rape a minor named Sabrina while his live-in girlfriend at the time was already in the process of doing so.
God damn it.
I just want to let that sink in.
I'm not drinking alcohol. What I wish what I was drinking was alcohol now. Ugh. Why has God abandoned us?
I don't know. Ask him yourself. In order to clean up any misconceptions about how unrepentantly disgusting Tom is about the situation, the archivists have assembled the most important video clips and forum posts where Tom defends this event. Tom, to this day, believes he did nothing wrong for a number of faulty reasons. Fucking degenerate. Like, I don't know what goes on in the heads of these people.
Frankly, I probably don't want to know.
I want to pick their brain apart. Let's start.
Let's.
The first reason being that the girl in question was routinely fucked and lived with strangers since the age of 9. So in his eyes,
It's just.
this made her a mature adult. The fact
Oh!
the fact that a
God, no!
sexually groomed child and another pedophile invited him into the situation also allows him to claim he was both lured and seduced. Thirdly, Tom said that the event did not last long because he wasn't paying enough attention to his girlfriend during the threesome. After much prodding and ridicule, he backtracked the statement and admitted that the experience was cut short because when he tried to rape Sabrina, another roommate beat the fuck out of him and held him down until the police arrived. None of the adults coped to the rape of the child, and Tom was booted from the premises. He still writes erotic stories about this event to this day and has tried to sell the material to magazines like Hustler, effectively
Damn it.
proving that he peddles child pornography.
Hey, I'll be right back, then we can get back to the degeneracy. It'll only be a second.
Okay, go get the
Okay.
drink. Go get the drink. So, folks, how's your day? Fucking pink candy, this shit is actually pretty good. This is medicinal, don't worry, kids. Don't worry. You too one day will drink this. Drink this fucking hell, I'm already drunk. Smoke. This shit's natural. Good for you too. Fuck tobacco. Time to take a big one. Fuck. Well, just waiting for Soka. I want him to read this part because this part is beautiful. Apple. I need more. Just gonna let this window here. Oh, I forgot I have some sushi I made. Let's take this piece. I should probably get some soy sauce though. This is pretty fucking dry. Some soy sauce, will be right back. This shit's good. Hey, Soka. You back? Nope. Well, I'll read on without him. The death of YouTuber Miss Just Another Human. Tom requested YouTuber Miss Just Another Human to create a music video for him because Tom is fat, lazy, and unskilled at everything. Not only did he not offer to pay her, he gave her no parameters or guidelines in what he wanted to say. Only the song to be used. Once it was done, Tom promptly shit all over it. Laughing in his face like any sane person would, Miss Just Another Human blocked him and moved on. Instead of taking the hint, Tom proceeded to stalk her over YouTube and Facebook, spamming her constantly night and day for 5 fucking months. The harassment became so great that this poor woman suffered a stroke due to stress. It was revealed later by her son, who had access to her account, that she sadly took her own life. The stress caused by Tom's repeated harassment, as well as his infatuation over constantly threatening legal action, was the direct cause. Out of respect for the family,
Hey, I'm back. What'd I miss?
we will not reveal their names. Just the part where he's responsible for killing a human.
Okay, so he's a killer.
Well, making them commit suicide.
Oh. That's even worse.
Tofu fry. I'm gonna send you, and
Yeah.
you read this part.
Yeah, I'd argue that driving someone to suicide is even worse than just straight up murdering them. Like, in some way.
Read. Please.
Oh, this spot here?
Mhm.
Okay. Zoophilia and animal cruelty. In his days as a traveling hobo, Tom often cared for the pets of others, never having the money or the time to take care of his own. While he was with a group of other hippies, they would often get high and take turns masturbating a female Doberman pit instructor who presented herself when she was in heat. No! God! No. He calls this getting her pee-pee wet. God! Because Tom is a mental midget who doesn't like admitting he finger fucked it. Oh, God, this is a cure of the bullshit.
Go on.
God.
That's not done.
Yeah, I know. He would often let the dog sniff his crotch, or to allow himself to be aroused, so he could jerk off in front of the other members. God damn it. Tom believes that masturbating your dog to obey is not only natural but a common training technique used by dog training professionals. No, it fucking isn't! Nothing about that is normal! God! Despite mountains of evidence to the contrary, thank you! Tom has also stated he has seen a profitable busking act where a man masturbated a dog with his butt. What the fuck? It is not known if the man in question was Tom or if he tried to reproduce this act for financial effect. While dog masturbating itself is normal, forcefully trying to bring a dog to climax is not. God help me.
Now to move on to something less depressing and more hilarious.
That was horrible.
We ain't done, bitch.
God help me. God damn it, I gotta read all this too.
Yep.
Well, hopefully it's not as horrible.
This one's just funny.
Okay. If it makes me laugh, then yeah, I'll believe you.
So fucking dumb it is. It's so funny. It's so dumb. It's funny.
Okay. Once again, God help me.
God is dead. We killed him.
Yeah, I know. We've already put down this message like 20 times. But anyway, let's do this. Before I shoot myself. Tom believes he is descended from one of the 12 tribes of Israel and the sons of Kohan. Making a level 9,000 Jewish priestess. Okay, I believe you now. Kind of like the whole thing Chris started with saying that he's Jesus.
Yep.
So this is reminding me of. It's pretty funny. It is through his Jewish magic. The fuck? Hang on, should I try to read this in a Jew voice?
Oy vey, it's through its Jewish magic. Oy vey.
Oh, it is through his Jewish magic and coughing spells that he has predicted that on the last day, a day yet to be determined, but sometime between now and the unforeseen future, ooh, God will send giant sprays to devour everyone. Tom doesn't like. This is great. Dude, this is magical.
The person who wrote this article needs a fucking raise.
This is like the shit that Iowa Beard used to believe. Ever heard of Iowa Beard?
No.
Oh, I'll use some stuff about him later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream.
He was an interesting character, but unlike most locales, he actually became a normal person later in life.
Oh, that's surprising.
Yep. He managed to redeem himself, thanks to his hell of a Chad uncle.
Oh.
Yep. Unlike with most locales, this person actually managed to
I
get
thought
help.
you were gonna say unlike with most uncles.
Oh God, no! Ew.
Don't you
I
like?
wasn't gonna.
Don't you like?
I wasn't
Uncle
gonna
Tommy
make-
Tutor?
I wasn't gonna make an uncle molestation joke yet. I was gonna be saved for later.
Don't you like Uncle Tommy Tutor?
Huh?
You know Uncle Tommy, the one we're talking about right now. Don't you want to be touched by Uncle Tommy?
Nope. Not in this lifetime or the next. Fuck that. Anyway, I'ma continue now. I'm getting off track. Ooh, these people will be digested trans-dimensional? And subsequently spat out on Mars to live forever? Despite no hospitable environment for any life to flourish there. But Tom's not worried about logistics, just that the voices in his broken brain told him that, though it must be true. Huh. Yeah, that's oddly specific.
Continuing.
Yeah. Tom also believes his soul will be saved if he continues to follow what he calls the doctrine of love. Scholars are still at a loss in whether or not this doctrine includes child rape and masturbating dogs. It probably does.
Go on.
Okay, hopefully it goes back to the funnies. Tom also believes in a multitude of other religious ideas that have been smashed together, like a destruction derby and set ablaze by a faulty ignition switch. Allah Michael Bay. He also believes the others will return to Earth to lift up the Rainbow Children. The fuck is that?
Sonichu. Kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh. I was about to say. And various American Indian tribes.
Ancient prophecy.
Oh god, it is ancient prophecy stuff. And various American Indian tribes into a large spacecraft where weed and booze will be provided for all eternity. What the fuck? As if Valhalla was steamrolled by the remnants of a Grateful Dead concert, holding a benefit for Wounded Knee. How God, the Jewish Messiah, karma, reincarnation, and other things Tom makes up stories about on the fly fit in have yet to be determined. Much like George Lucas and Star Wars, he's making it up as he goes along, hoping it will all come together before he dies.
That was just beautiful. Well, my turn to read.
That part was actually fun. I feel better now.
Tommy Tudor versus the world.
Like Scott Pilgrim versus the world, but even worse.
Okay, let's first address the Tommy Tudor cycle. First, come on to whatever forum doesn't already know about you, bullshit and schemes, and about you and your bullshit and schemes, and try to portray yourself as an artist and rainbow family member who loves to shit out a good saxophone, and attempt to take control over it. When people are hooked into the scam, start demanding for personal information like banking numbers, driver's license IDs, pictures of yourself for verification, to Tom's many shady 90s Hotmail addresses. When people don't provide that information, turn on them for no apparent reason and threaten to intimidate others with legal action and FBI phone calls. Brag about how you fucked a 14-year-old named Sabrina 30 years ago and denied it was pedophilia. Then threatening voicemails to whomever you want to target, etc. When your ass gets kicked, cry about it on AMB and whatever shitty group that Tommy makes. Get high all day and make videos where you get stoned out of your goddamn mind. And then come into whatever forum doesn't already know about you and blah blah blah. This is the Tommy cycle. Now, let's get into Tom versus the world.
I don't know why, but the weed part made me think about that dumbass Seth Rogen.
Doge Brogan. Tom has the social graces of a giant pig that can't stop barfing or shitting violently, so it comes to no surprise that his interactions with the general public always escalate into someone somehow violating his personal space or his interplanetary rights as a free spirit. He has no boundaries. He believes himself to be morally, ethnically, physically, financially, and spiritually superior to everyone within his cone of vision. It is his attitude that led him to taking a guitar to the face and collapsing in on himself to the pavement whenever trouble arrives. He self-describes his fighting style as fungu, which is a combination of throwing up gang signs and screeching at the top of his lungs before vomiting geysers of mucus. Tom's favorite martial art tactic from this method is to talk shit while power walking away to hide in the bushes until the threat passes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you need to read this one. Next one.
Alright, send it to me.
We'll take turns. Just like he probably did with the dog.
Ah! No! No!
No! Anime police, freeze!
Oh lord.
Go on.
For someone who was in Okay, I'm reading it now.
Sorry.
For someone who is in contact with law enforcement on a near-daily basis, as an elderly man, he still has no idea how laws are applicable at the municipal, city, state, or federal laws. He believes anyone who has wronged him is legally liable for his feelings. Sounds like a lot of people on the left. But whatever, let's move on. He also believes that anything he posts to the internet, photos, videos, written, or otherwise, is automatically his. So kind of like an NFT, bro.
Yep.
This mashed potatoes approach. Mashed potato sounds good right now.
I actually don't like potato in general.
Unless
it's sweet potato. That's it.
Oh yeah, sweet potatoes are based.
I don't appreciate baked potatoes, fries. I just don't.
Well, different strokes for different folks. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm weird.
this mashed potatoes approach to the law has led him to continually make impotent threats to the point where even his mental health tarred wranglers auto direct his complaints directly to voicemail. Tom's brain, like a marijuana induced fever dream of the movie Groundhog Day, resets and he forgets either why he's calling or what he was mad about. Allowing him to repeat this process is ad nauseum for the last 70 years.
I will continue. Despite his angst against the government, Tom has no problem sucking on the teat of Washington for his fun tickets in order to purchase his medicine from other homeless Mexicans who string gasoline through coca leaves. His side business, which ironically exists only in his mind, is called Real Things and makes $0 annually. To supplement his to supplement his tarred bucks, he constantly hounds his mummified parents for cash and berates them when they do not entertain his temper tantrums. Because his apartment is Section 8, his landlord can't boot him unless there's evidence of illegal activity, or he falls behind on his rent. Therefore, his landlord rightfully hates Tom with the rage of 1,000 suns for allowing the place to disintegrate into absolute squalor.
Hmm.
Oh god, now your turn. Your turn. You're gonna like this. You're gonna love this.
I'm waiting for it.
Sorry. I need more booze. Read up.
Alright, here it is. I see it now. Sorry about that. Things a little slow sometimes. Tom is also at odds with other hippies and a group known as the Rainbow Family. No idea who that is, but let's move on. Who hold gatherings in the forest to barter homemade goods, sing songs, and have rampant, unprotected sex. Okay, I was fine with them until that part was mentioned. Jesus.
It's a fucking commune. What do you expect?
Fair enough. Remember to always have your Slayer CD when hippies are near.
Remember to always have mace.
Yes. Have your bear mace and your Slayer CDs ready.
Maybe a D&D dice? I don't know. You might roll a nat 20.
Tommy was banned sometime in 1998 for ruining a scenic park by doing donuts in the lawn to make a helicopter pad. For a helicopter that would never arrive. Interesting. Donuts are neat, though. Just don't do it in a spot you're not supposed to. For starting numerous fights with individuals at the bartering tents and being an overall unlikable asshole. He spurs at length about how the Rainbow Family is a font for organized drug smuggling, yet random Rainbow members from around the internet often find him on their forums and share the same story of Tommy being a giant, dirty fuck up and getting his ass shit canned from what is undoubtedly the most mellow event on Earth.
I just love this. This is so good. Wouldn't you agree?
Once again, he's quite the character.
Anyways, now Tom versus his old balls. Tom was born with an undescended testicle and underwent a routine procedure to drop it. Because Tom is literally stupid, he believes his parents, his rabbi, and the doctor that delivered them conspired to remove his ovaries, somehow transverse them after development into testes, and give him penis pills to grow a cock. It is this imaginative event that holds the linchpin of his psyche together, for without it, his mind would burst forth and soil the floor, much like his shorts do after he eats from the dumpster behind El Taco. Because of this, Tom believes he is, and isn't, transgender, but also intersex. He also believes that he was fucked with chemically in utero by synthetic estrogen components called ES, causing him to develop a female brain and male gonads, despite stating earlier that his balls were converted into ovaries after the fact. His medical malapropism and infinite gullibility have allowed him to construct a history based on slight truths and total bullshit by borrowing from other histories and making it his own, thus weaving a disjointed but still comical story about how he tries to explain his incompetences and incontinence. Yeah, he can't get his pee up. No pee. No pee. Pro pee. There. I sent some.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Sorry.
Read it.
Shit happens, man. Tom has COPD?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a breathing disorder.
Oof. Rip. Tom has COPD from decades of smoking, which is exacerbated by polishing rocks without proper breathing masks. Yeah, I'd imagine you would need that. Even I know that. It has ruined his ability to play the saxophone or walk more than 1 mile or so at a time. He states he had a cough since he was born. However, it's likely the remnants of a strain of tuberculosis that many homeless people develop from living on the street. In every video he has ever made, Tom collapses into a massive, choking death battles that always end with him hawking a Texas-sized loogie, followed by some bullshit excuse like allergies or I'm just clearing my It is a huge point of contention for him, and he routinely gets angry if you point out he's dying.
Tom's fat from eating expired food from the dumpsters of gas stations and dormitories. He will regularly root throughout trash and steal food in the blistering Tucson sun, and devour what third world countries would readily discard. His stomach is bloated and distended due to the bacterial colonies that multiply exponentially in the heat. Tom also cannot control his bowels and has admitted several times to shitting himself aggressively when walking to and from the downtown area. This means that anywhere within a 10-block radius, Tom will at any moment shit himself uncontrollably. Despite all of this...
So, like Christian.
Yeah. Despite all of this, he believes he is the pinnacle of physical health, despite having the road come alive and kick his ass and retching into a water fountain because he walked too far. Tom is also a huge homosexual in every manner and definition of the word. He's so ashamed of his rampant gayness that he uses transgenderism as a shield to make it okay for him to like men and calling himself a woman. He makes it known that if you're really nice to him, he'll blow you for free and let you explode your cum down his throat. His asshole is off limit though, because that's too gay.
It's not gay if you say no homo.
In addition to using himself as his own beard, he also has stated the following. Thomas is worn out. Tommy needs to be on the surface in these troubled times. I feel safer and like less of the target for my words as a transgender woman that survived the 60s radical rabble-rousers. My old friends are understanding me much better as an excitable chick than an angry dude, especially folks who only know me online. I'm feeling like a really sly bitch knowing I'm going to get my way a lot easier with boobs than anything else I've tried. Money doesn't rule the world. Tits, ass, pussy, fuck me hairstyles, and paint jobs rule the world. It is this outlook that betrays his true intentions of transitioning. He absolutely does not have any sort of legitimate gender dysphoria, but rather is posing as someone who does in order to get away with saying things that would otherwise be hurtful or frowned upon with not only the transgender community but everyday society as well. Tom has also no problem. Yeah, that's Christian in a nutshell. Tom, we need to cover tits, if you ever heard about tits. Trolling induced trends since Tits is trolling-induced trans syndrome. It's a theory developed by the great people of the Kiwi farms. Tom has also no problem ripping off other transgenders to shred when they disagree with him. When trying him to compare himself, that's a fucking no. Come on, this was so perfect. When trying to compare himself to other females, he doesn't use actresses or sports icons, but rather adult transsexual porn stars in terms of beauty. He also turns on his friends whenever it suits him, will scam them out of time and money to help him with his business while offering nothing in return, and trash them at a moment's notice. Because of his antics, he's been banned from Facebook at least a dozen times. Now, I'm gonna send you the last one, okay?
This ought to be fun.
Oh god, this article is the biggest. Yee. Here, have fun.
Alright. Let's get this over with.
Yee.
Tom's crippling autism does not allow him to interact with the public for long periods of time. Most of those interactions turn violent because someone calls him a man or laughs at him for bleeding badly on a bent horn. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but okay.
Basically, just being a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Bitching.
That makes sense. Starved for attention where he believes he can control the audience, he will attempt to take over any forum he is part of. Good luck with that. Regardless if he knows a moderator or not. He will seek to establish boundaries and regulate other users. Before long, he will find himself on the outs of that group and move on to another, nicknaming the ever-growing point and laughing at the faggot in a dress crew as part of an anti-fan club. If bad press is better than no press at all, Tom is fucking William Randolph Hearst. Tom will actively search his own name in multiple search engines, cannonball into threads about him, and proceed to shit all over the place in an attempt to give honest content, clear up misconceptions about himself. This invariably proves fruitless, as he will make himself look worse in comparison to objective speculation that was written before he arrived, thereby alienating himself from websites, getting banned from literally everywhere he lands. According to other Tomologists, this is Tommy Tutor version 3.0. Ever since he has started taking hormones from an informed consent clinic, his dementia and grip on reality has gone worse.
What's also interesting about is Tom's inability to reason anything out. Coming from a position of reason with Tom will never work. Not because will ignore it by its stone foundation, but because Tom's brain has been devoured by all manners of pharmaceuticals, illegal or not. His favorite mantra is to sputter TLDR and bye Felicia while angrily trying to dial the FBI. Instead, it's much better to quote him with his own screen caps, thereby using his own posts against him. As a true with all massive autists, he will attempt to explain away his pain. He will attempt to explain away his painted corner of logic by revealing even more information than before, leading to hours of hilarious, dope-smoking filled rage and diarrhea. Tom also believes that if he posted something, you are not allowed to laugh at it. If you do, you're required to pay him for it. For someone who
I guess I owe money.
For someone who hates the evils of capitalism, Tom makes sure to remind you constantly that you are an anonymous chicken shit keyboard commando if you get major lulls from him sharting his pants or falling down in the street. Because of his tenuous grip on reality, he has perjured himself several times on YouTube's eye, led to him filling false DMCAs to take down videos that record his repulsive behavior or are rehosted for posterity. He believes that despite not having a copyright, he can still file a DMCA and YouTube will take it down forever. And much like an Alzheimer's patient, Tom goes batshit every time YouTube reinstates the video, without prejudice because Tom doesn't file with the Ninth Circuit Court of California, or believes YouTube will do exactly what they say what they say they will do on the terms and conditions page. None of this concerns Tom, however, as by an own admission, my family has been in electrical engineering for over 100 years. I quit wiring code before Bill Gates ever really got started. How this applies to Tom routinely getting baited and battered around the internet like a soccer ball for being an oblivious tard is anyone's guess. His shitty opinions and belligerent behavior get him rooted from most blogs and social media accounts, effectively reinforcing his persecution complex that he's both a troll slayer and being punished for his gonzo journalism. Oh god, this one. This one is gonna be beautiful. Go on. There. Good luck, big boy. The AM Beast.
Alright, here we are. The AM Beast. Tom actively seeks out members who befriended him like an exceptional pet several years earlier and tries to blackmail them into using his images so he can sue for defamation and other reasons. The purpose of following them is so he can be routinely blocked. He believes being blocked is the result of him dropping truth bombs people don't want to hear and not the actual reason that he's a Droidsburg with the attention span of a Firefly queef. That's one way to put it. He believes the current incarnation of AMB, a forum dedicated to laughing at him, is run by a militarized secret cabal of international drug smugglers known as the Hoffman Gang. Oddly specific, but okay. As you well know, only the most notorious criminals in the world post on forums under their goofy nicknames on the ClearNet. Though it comes as no surprise that Tom will routinely screencap posts from the AMB forum to his tard wranglers at the Tucson Police Department Mental Health Unit who forward such evidence directly into the recycle bin. As they should. Despite his 100 years worth of electronics knowledge passed down through his Jewish genes, he has still become convinced that a remote keylogger was installed on his hard drive, that he is routinely being recorded by drones in the downtown Tuscan area, and two government individuals named Eddie Clave, that's a weird way to pronounce it, and Tom Madeira of Spyros International are hunting him for sport in basically what has become a parody of the movie The Most Dangerous Game. Never seen that movie. Is it good?
I don't know.
It is interesting to note that someone who records himself and has no problem recording people in public starts his giant moo-moos when anyone with a camera accidentally points it in his direction.
The kiwi farmers. Believing the kiwi farms to be a safe haven where his antics would be curated, Tom joined because chimp burgers found Tom's YouTube page of autism. Warned by his handlers at EMB, he ignored the warnings and was either going to be trolled or laughed at. Because Tom knows better than anyone about everything, he joined and promptly ate shit. Angry at being tricked by the kiwi farms, he set about contacting other wall cows in an attempt to help construct an autistic Voltron. But because Tom is only beholden to Tom, he promptly sold out the other wall cows like Voldrak when he believed he was going to be paid for the information, or if his threat was going to be removed. He also attempted to blackmail the site owner by demanding payment, which was met with a large "whoa no." This time, Tom angrily shitposts videos Shaking his fists for the day everyone who reads his threat will be eaten by Space Godzilla and shit out on Mars. So there you have it. Thomas J. Wasserberg. The oldest, most reprehensible man I've ever seen on the Kiwi farms.
Well, that was neat.
Oh, postscriptum. The only person Tom could ever get to listen about his rampant internet butthurt was an Arizona attorney by the name of Joseph Palmisano, who is just as big of a conspiracy target as Tom. Unfortunately for Tom, Palmisano is rotting away somewhere in the Southwest, waiting for a trial on attempted murder charges, thus leaving Tom and his $1 billion case where it's always been, squarely in Tom's eroded brain. That was.
Oh wow.
This guy, Chimp Burgers. Please go check him out. He did an amazing. He's a true and honest fan on Kiwi farms. That means he stops shit.
Neat.
That's it.
Maybe I should go on Kiwi farms more often.
Yeah, it's you'll find the best shit ever. Now, I'm gonna be streaming Monster Hunter after when I'm gonna finish this stream right here, and I'm gonna be streaming Monster Hunter. Feel free to join. Feel free to come in. Just let's have fun. That's the important.
On Twitch or on YouTube?
YouTube. I'm gonna stream Monster
Okay, cool.
Hunter 4 Ultimate.
Very cool.
A golden oldie from the 2000s.
Thanks for having me on here.
Again, no, thank you. Now, where the fuck is the light switch here in the office? Oh wait, we're outside. Fuck.
Oh no.
Well, bye bye.
Bye bye.